What's up, guys? I'm Matt Lehman. In the Rocket League community, I'm known as Lumen. My main role on the Set to Destroy Rocket League team is the coach, manager, and the sub. Rocket League's my game just because it's just pure fun. It's actually the only video game I've ever played that I could not physically put down the controller. I don't like racing games, and I don't really like sports games, but I love Rocket League, so go figure.
My name's Eric Rios. I go by Halcyon. Well, a couple years ago, one of my cousins told me to try it out because it was free at the time on PlayStation, so I bought it, and I was a big fan of soccer, so that right away made me get into it, and it's just one of the only games that I enjoy playing. It's been 2 years now since I've been playing it, and I'm still not bored of it, which is really rare for me to play a game for that long and not get tired of it. So yeah, I think it has to do with the soccer and just the fast-paced and competitiveness of it.
Alright, so my name is Joshua Wright, and my gamer tag is Lemon Tuffy. I chose Rocket League because every morning I wake up and I just want to play the game. I have the motivation and the drive to just get a lot better at it, and I've always wanted to compete, and I just excel at this game, so that's what I do. My role on the team is to be the striker and score all the goals. Yeah, on offense, I'm normally the guy to just put it in after Halcyon or Memory clear it up to me.
So about 2 weeks before RLCS Season 3 started, Lemon, Memory, and Halcyon kind of came together. They were playing together in some pickup tournaments and were doing really well. So they came together before this RLCS, basically made this team kind of last minute under the name Radiance. We got seeded, I believe, 16th in North America. So not too high seeded, which made us go against the #1 seed in North America first round on the qualifier day. During the qualifier day, I kind of just pepped them up, said, "You guys have nothing to lose. No one expects you to win against this Irish team." They go in there and they beat them pretty well. Then the next round they have to face Atelier, which is now known as Rogue, to get in to qualify for league play, top 8 North America, and they just surprised everyone's expectations and just dominated that game as well, and we made league play.
Hey everyone, welcome back to the Rocket League Championship Series. You're watching our coverage of Week 1 of League Play. Yes, this is Day 1, Week 1, so again, you're tuning in at a great moment. Every weekend we got Rocket League going on, the best players in the world. Saturday is about North America, Sunday is about Europe. My name is Axel Toss, joined here on the desk by Gibbs, and we got Findable Carpet. We just got done commentating that last game. And it's going to be match 2, guys. Selfless is going to stick around. They ended up being victorious 3-1 over Genesis in that first match. Now they're going up against Radiance. So let's talk about the matchup.
You want to talk about Radiance? Radiance.
I do. We'll get to that in a bit.
Okay.
When we go to rosters, but they're looking really good. For a 16 seed, they even won on Thursday. They beat Take 3, which was really surprising. No one expected that. So watch out for Radiance. They're looking pretty good.
Yeah, pulling off a lot of upsets in the qualifiers. I think the story with Radiance right now is the fact that not as well known with a lot of the teams that we have in the RLCS for North America. A lot of this, we've seen these players before. I mean, we're seeing a lot of roster shifts, a lot of different looks for a lot of these teams, but we've seen them in RLCS before, and that doesn't necessarily fit the story with Radiance. A couple new players involved.
Yeah, Radiance is kind of like going on a first date, like a blind first date. You had a great time, but then you go back and you're like, so now we're actually gonna have to talk about some serious topics during our second and third dates, maybe even bring up some politics, and that can go one of 2 ways. It can go really well or really poorly, and that's what we're gonna find out this week. This week is our second date with Radiance, and we're going to see if they can keep up that first date performance, because they looked really good last week.
That hit all too close to home at times, but I think it's going to be really cool to see both of these teams, kind of the teams to prove. Both of these teams, either they tried last season, and I think Radiance, I mean, those are players that I think have also tried before.
Except for Memory, because he was way too young.
Yeah, Memory actually.
He's a baby.
For those of you that don't know, Memory, this is his first time actually being able to attempt to qualify, and he makes it in, which has got to feel pretty good. Yeah. But the fact that both of these teams are kind of the quote-unquote, new kids on the block, and going against each other so early on in league play, I wish I'd kind of seen it a little bit later when they got to kind of full into themselves. But Radiance is a team that they've kind of proven themselves. As you said, Thursday, taking out Take 3 in a different tournament, which I think is a really big feat for them to really show, like, hey, it wasn't an accident, guys.
Exactly. We're here to actually play. Yeah. We're not going to go 0-7. We'll see. But they did take down Take 3, which a lot of people have as like a top 4-ish team at times. So That's a big win for Radiance, for more confidence that they had already from getting some big wins from last weekend.
Even though Selfless is coming off of a high, you got to give something to Lemon Puppy too. He just turned 16. He got some friends back at home giving him a Rocket League cake and everything. So hopefully he can carry that kind of momentum into this game. He's got a lot of support back at home.
I mean, that's exactly what you want. You're coming in here, the biggest possible stage to be on, and he finally makes it in his first attempt. We are here, Selfless versus Radiance, as Pluto, I get it right for the first time ever, is going to be part of the immediate play, but Halicon needs to try and chase this one down because Miho's trying to take that one over the top. Miho's going to try and keep going for this. He's got space through. Timmy takes over to the side. He's going to take over the top, and a great start almost gets in. Lemon Puppy with the save, and Pluto goes for another shot, but cleared to the side by Halicon, and Lemon Puppy with the eventual clearance. So a scary start for Radiance. They are immediately tackled. The only way they found out of it so far is just to try and launch it far. And that immediately gives possession back over to Selfless. Memory gets that one over the top. He's going to be forced to play this again, but he's put it into a danger zone. You can't play it in front of your own net, and this is exactly why, because Miho comes in and makes it 2-0.
Lemon Puppy's shadowing it, clears it back in. That's good decision making. But as soon as that gets touched again, there's no one there ready to follow it back in. But the decision making that they're doing with it, and they're starting to transition just like they need to, they're starting to contest at that midfield. As soon as that ball gets hit, there's someone there waiting for it. If they can keep doing that, it's going to give them opportunities. But good luck, because Selfless is moving fast.
Well, that was certainly their most sustained period of pressure right there. Starting to grow into this match. Pluto gets baited out. Memory can turn it in, and Radiance's first goal of the season is right there.
Unfortunate touch coming out from Selfless. You see Pluto in a tough position, trying to clear that off the backboard. We talk about spider clears, where it pinches off the wall as it hits that wall. Fortunately, it was more of a lofted hit, and because of that, he miscalculates it. It drops straight down in front of the net, and Memory gets his first goal of the RLCS. Big benefit to playing quick is they control boost. Even though Timmy's up on the wall waiting for a hit off the backboard, he's still able to drop down, steal a boost, but a shot from Lemon Puppy on that far post.
That was not a shot. That was an absolute rocket that came out from Lemon Puppy. Up to the side, caught it with the bumper, right into the bottom right-hand corner. Great shot. But that is cleverly played by Miho. Gets that onto the wall, completely slows down the play. Lemon Puppy is in the air for some reason. I really wish I knew why, but Miho is still on this. As extra pressure coming through, and now Radiant sent 2 towards that ball. That allows Timmy to come through and finish the game off. One rotational mistake ends the game.
Well, not only that, but you see Pluto not only get the touch, but he gets a demo as well. And Halcyon just gets caught. Like, he needs to jump up and get an aerial, but he's in this weird proponent of, am I going to get bumped by Pluto, or what's going to happen? So his attempt to make a save is just a little too late.
Well, Radiance, welcome to the biggest league possible. What a great start here we saw from both these teams. 2-2 to end us off in regular time, and then a selfless goal right towards the end there. Timmy coming out huge for his team.
In the beginning of the RLCS, we had a really unique play style to most teams. Most teams had the full rotation, but we set Memory back most of the time. So no one knew how to play it. So we ended up taking a game off the first seed and third seed in RLCS. So after that, though, teams started picking up on what we were doing, and it's much harder to get by them. But near the end of this RLCS season, we ended up learning how to play how other teams play, and we just matched up so well against them, and we improved a lot by then.
And he's on the G2 team facing off against SetToDestroy, who we've seen before being a very defensive team. I mean, we saw Memory with the highest record for saves in the league. And as the Des mentioned, I really think that's going to carry over in this game as well. SetToDestroy and G2 eSports are starting your day off. Good way to start it. We know we got a lot of fans for both these guys out there. A demo coming in, and that's going to give G2 the first goal in 30 seconds. Halcyon, less defender. You see SetToDestroy actually spread out a bit more, showing a lot of, I guess, good skill on the defense there, being able to break out quickly and actually setting up a shot on net. Not something we usually see, but they are giving up all their defensive prowess to be able to put it onto offense. SetToDestroy has been making chances the other way. That's going to be going off the crossbar. A finish from Lemon Puppy. And this is a different offense we've seen from SetToDestroy in the past.
I know that they're losing right now, but where has this been all season?
Right?
More offense than I've seen from them in 5 games straight. Yeah, I mean, there's no way of going about it. SetToDestroy have looked so much better this game than they have throughout the entirety of the season.
Absolutely.
That's a bit odd to say considering they lost 4-1, but at the end of the day, they actually looked like they were playing that time around, which was lovely.
Memory given a lot of space there. We'll get a shot on target. He's going to stay in. Halcyon trying to get the read, and that might be it as it goes down the entire field. Kronovi finding the long shot and finding SetToDestroy a little bit too far up. Gets the power shot.
Yeah, SetToDestroy really went for a lot more aggression as that overtime went on further and further and further. That is big there for G2, avoiding what was definitely a pendulum swinging over the top of their heads on that, but it's what you never expect.
But those defenders missing 2 touches set themselves out of position. It's not where you want to be in this game when you're looking for a win.
Yeah, currently right now SetToDestroy look very rattled, but that's going to be the first goal over to them, and Memory gets a hold of it.
Memory just squeaks this one by JNaps. Look at that, maybe expecting the far touch, just the booty touch. Squeezes that one in and finally finding themselves in the lead for the first time.
Yep, now they got to try and hold on to it. You know what? SetToDestroy, if there was ever a time to turtle, it's not right now. Keep playing. Apart from that, it hasn't really worked, but that's come down to shot misses rather than what he's doing.
So do you think they see this as an experiment, or maybe they need to switch that up? Because that's going to be a second one for SetToDestroy. Might have been a shot on net, a miss there for Rizzo. With 8 seconds left, SetToDestroy likely has this.
Double tap as well from that one over into the corner, and good shoot and goal will remain. Oh, maybe not. Actually, there's one jumping. Yeah, finally, it touches the floor. Shoot and goal will remain the worst performing team in RLCS history. And now SetToDestroy. Let's actually go through the teams that they've managed to pick up a win against. NRG, Selfless, and G2. That's 3 of the top 4 teams in NA right now. Once you start doing that, you put G2 in a position to make mistakes. And if G2 makes mistakes on defense, they are going to concede. So it's a case of keep the ball in G2's half and make them make mistakes.
Well, there's a quick off for you. Halcyon getting the first goal for SetToDestroy. 4 seconds into this. That's definitely a good start to this match for SetToDestroy. He'll back off for Rizzo to get the touch instead. SetToDestroy moving back on offense. What happened to G2 in that moment there?
JNaps made a crucial mistake. And ladies and gentlemen, if you thought we were crowing on too early about a reverse sweep, we are about to start crowing on about it more and more. That is a huge mistake there from G2, and they are suddenly just starting to look so much slower and so much more sloppy. SetToDestroy, they have a real shot at this.
2 minutes left now, and SetToDestroy. Whoa! Whoa!
It's happening.
SetToDestroy! What are you doing? I'm confident to say SetToDestroy has brought this to a game number 5.
Please press the button. We have ourselves a real match. They recognize the fact that G2 is making mistakes, and they are just going to allow them to do that. They don't have to outplay G2 right now. They just have to beat them through them making their own mistakes.
And Memory work that one back to midfield, but they lose possession. And JNaps will be able to send that back down. Kronovi, a slight touch to the side. That's going to be a goal. G2 is going to score as JNaps follows up the pass from Kronovi. They have 1 minute left to hold off. Will G2 keep themselves alive? Such a close call there for SetToDestroy. The series a rough spot, and that's going to be a long shot SetToDestroy. They have to give it everything, and you see it there. Memory unfortunately missing that one, and G2 now with 2 goals up are looking to take this one. Well, we'll see. SetToDestroy, I'm sure, not ready to give up. 30 seconds left now, and G2 sitting up comfortably in the lead. In a game number 5, the SetToDestroy brought us where we didn't expect it. There's number 1, 25 seconds left. That one only took 7. They might still have a chance of this, but I'm sure G2, being the team that they are, can hold off. G2 on offense, looks like they're going to be able to take this one away. SetToDestroy will have no more time to be able to get a goal, but bringing us to a game number 5. SetToDestroy has impressed, and we have to ask it again. Where was this the rest of the league play?
I have been so impressed, and thank you very much, SetToDestroy. That is the Memory I want from you, and a goal from Memory himself. Unbelievable.
Ooh, Halcyon barely got that one off of his nose with a flick there. To pass that to Memory, good job for Memory being in the right spot, but unfortunately, 1 goal too short to bring that to an overtime. And G2 will very, very scarily, I'm sure they didn't want it at that point, walk away with a win in that series.
Yeah, it was more of like, since we were the underdogs, a lot of people had no idea who we were going into it, and they kind of just rooted for us and picked us up, give us a little fan base, which is really cool to see. Like, I've never experienced anything like that before. It was awesome to see the community just like come behind us and root for us during our games, just because we were like the little guys that weren't supposed to make it in there. Well, we didn't do well at all, especially to our standards. We we were trying to aim for a top 6 finish and possibly make a shot towards land. It didn't go that way, which is unfortunate, but RLCS is extremely well ran. All the people that are involved are great guys. They do a heck of a job putting on like a super organized event, and I have nothing but the utmost respect for all of the people there.
So going into league play, I would say we pretty big nerves played a big factor into our play in league play. A lot of people know that we went 0-7. However, it was more of a learning experience for the team as a whole. It was their basically all 3 players' first time on a big stage competing. So we were basically taking a lot of notes, just kind of filling ourselves out, learning how to play with some of the top dogs in North America. And it really, now we're taking games off of teams. We are sometimes winning series. So I'm really comfortable and confident with the future. It's been quite the experience, and basically our attitude going into it was learn as much as possible.
Guys, welcome to the event you guys have been waiting for, the grand finals of Boostadelphia. We have 2 15-year-olds versus Juicy Juice. 2 15-year-olds calling out Juicy Juice, and Juicy Juice doing the exact same thing. My name is the Madhouse. He's Kwama. Kwama, so far we've seen both of these teams play, all 4 players. Loser's side is on Juicy Juice, so Juicy Juice has to win and get a bracket reset in order to go into another match.
Win all over again.
Win, exactly, and it's a best of 7,
yes.
No less.
Yeah, 14 games, the max potential here, and that's a lot of games to go through, but there is a big prize pool at the end of this. First place getting $500, so split between you and your teammate, $250. That's a decent payout for coming out here. Philly having a great time with us here at Boost Legacy, our first time out.
So we're going to get underway. This is the kickoff for the grand finals of Boostadelphia. Guys, if you're not hyped now, I don't know where you've been. And Red got to get it up above the net. Otherwise, he can't save it. Turbulent Tide, I'm sorry, is going to get that and can't get the shot. And Set Memory is going to get the first goal of the grand finals. They're going to take this game 1. It's a best of 7. There's a lot of games to play right now. You have to win 4 games to win the grand finals.
The clock is ticking down, so it's all working in their favor. They just need 1 more to really cushion this game and then play for time.
And that's exactly what they're going to do off of that kickoff. Juicy Juice has made it evident that they know how Prime Thunder works. They know how Set Memory works. They just need to work that into their game plan.
Put a little bit more pressure on Juicy Juice until they're slightly out of position, and then I think Prime Thunder or even Memory will be able to finish that.
Oh, that was the weak clear we were talking about. It's so hard to get back position from that.
I think that was heavy interference from Ty.
However, 10 seconds left. Juicy Juice is up 1 goal, and 2 15-year-olds have to do something if they don't want the bracket reset, if they want to send this into overtime. 3 seconds left. Red's just going to look to clear this into the side, and it goes off the corner. This is a chance for Prime Thunder or Set Memory to do anything, but the juke from Red is going to keep that in play. That's bracket reset.
Bracket reset. Who'da thunk? And let Prime be that drive. See if that changes the way Juicy Juice plays. Takes them out of the comfort zone they've kind of fallen into.
And that's exactly what's going to happen. Prime Thunder already starting it off fast and loud. That's what you got to do. Ty needs to get up here. He needs to start setting up that shot, but Prime Thunder going to get that. Red needs to clear that out. 30 seconds remaining. We could see an overtime here, or we're going to see 2 15-year-olds, coming out with 2-1. Right, it's going to be difficult, too, to predict what's going on, but that passing play is going to put them to a tie score. Oh, not at all. I mean, you can't fault really anyone. I feel like it's just a little tit for tat. And 2 15-year-olds, a minute and 30 into this game, are up 1 goal. However, we know Juicy Juice can come back from this. We know that they can try and get this to a final game 7 for Boostadelphia. Set Memory by himself with Red up in the goal here. He tries to bump him out, but Prime Thunder is not in a position to try and shoot that. Prime Thunder gets it over 1. Can he get it over the other? It doesn't matter. The crossbar is there. And Set Memory with an excellent shot off of that pass. Yes. How can I maneuver this ball around the defense and make it go in this time? And that's exactly what happened. That's a dangerous clear. And Prime Thunder is going to take advantage of that. They're up 3 goals right now. 3 minutes to work with, 3 minutes, a minute a goal. You can do that, or a goal a minute rather, and Red clearing that out. that was a dangerous clear. I feel like 2 15-year-olds have gone inside of Juicy Juice's head. Prime Thunder really looking to challenge us and put it over into the corner of Juicy Juice. Kill as much time as you can if you're 2 15-year-olds, and if you're Juicy Juice, play out of your minds, play as fast as you can, as loud as you can, because you need these goals. You need this to keep yourself in the grand prize money. You want that $500, and they don't want to give the 2 15-year-olds $500, and they're taking it.
The first LAN out of Boost Legacy, Boost Adelphia. It looks like it'll be going to 2 15-year-olds. Could you even believe it?
I honestly, seeing the 2 15-year-olds, they played exquisitely. They deserve the prize money, and they absolutely GG's to both players in the grand finals. GG's to everyone that came out.
Yeah, absolutely.
It was a great time from start to finish. I mean, I know there's a little bit of technical issues in the beginning, but coming down to the grand finals, and all of a sudden you see these two Goliaths battling it out for this money and battling it out for bragging rights. A first win of Boost Adelphia. 2 15-year-olds, a little bit of a weird name. All right, but they came out with the victory.
So since joining SetToDestroy, we started streaming a lot more. We were more known and everything, and we got partnered with Twitch. And ever since I started streaming, my viewers have been going up, and it's been such a fun time, and everyone supports me there. I see our team, we're going to still be together, and I see us in the top 5, if not 4 of NA Rocket League, because we're really pulling together. And since we only had 1 month together before RLCS, now we have so much more practice, and we understand each other so much more, so we can play that much better.
As we've been doing it the whole, with both goals and with assists, this is going to be per game, and it'll be a $500 prize pool as well, awarded to the player who racks up the highest saves per game in league play for their region. And starting things off in North America, SetToDestroy had a very rough season here, but holy cow, did Memory keep things out of his goal. Look at that, 2.89. It's almost 3 saves. He almost gets a savior medal per game.
Yeah, and right there you see Rizzo at 1.89, a full save ahead. Memory, a full save per game ahead. They only played 19 games because they got swept quite a bit. But Memory, he did a good job blocking shots, but as we'll see, save is not really indicative of team success over the season.
We did see plenty of, like we talked about it, SetToDestroy was so close in so many of their series to actually making it all the way and getting a win here and there, but their defense was on point. It was always their offense that was struggling. Memory, a huge part of that defensive wall.
And I mean, when you really think about it, they played that little amount of games in comparison because they got swept quite a bit, and he still destroyed everybody in saves. You know, and as much as we can probably say, hey, if you're making that many saves, you're doing something wrong, but there's still a sort of skill and a really, to be able to read that many shots and to still be there for your team that often. Memory still deserves it to be there for his team as much as he was, but sadly it was really just their lack of offense. They weren't able to bring it from defense to offense.
So with Season 4 of RLCS, they actually made a new rule where rosters could only be limited to 4 players instead of 5. So unfortunately, we had to part ways with Coleman. He was kind of, expressing interest on being a starter on another team anyways. So he definitely deserves that opportunity, and we hate to see him go. We're going to miss him because he's a wonderful guy, a wonderful player. I've actually teamed with him for over 8 months, so it really hurts me to see him go, but, he's not going to be too far. He's always a Steam message or Skype message away, Discord message. But we're really going to miss him just being on the team. But moving forward to RLCS Season 4, we're really excited to get back in there, compete. We definitely think that we can make top 8. We've had no trouble with any team that has been ranked below us. So we're pretty confident we can at least make that league play again in the top tier. And then moving forward, we're going to use our experiences from last season to see if we can, make LAN. That's our goal moving forward, would be to make the next LAN as a top 4 North American team.
So in a couple of weeks, we actually have DreamHack Atlanta, which we will be competing at, and that's July 21st. So we're excited for that. Memory is coming back from vacation today or tomorrow. So as soon as he comes back, we're going to get on the grind, start scrimming a lot, practicing a lot, preparation for that. And then afterwards, in August, it's the next qualifiers for the next season of RLCS. So we have that to look forward to too, as well. We're going to be grinding for that as well.
If you want to support our Rocket League team, make sure you go to Twitter and Twitch and follow all our players, Lemon Puppy, Halcyon Memory, and myself, Lumen. We're all on Twitter, we're all on Twitch, we all stream pretty regularly, so make sure you go give us a follow there.
My name is Matthew Tevis, and my gamertag is Azurix. I'm the main tank, although I do full flex to whatever the team needs on Overwatch. I've been playing Overwatch since last May. Honestly, like, this is gonna get into a bit of a sob story, but growing up, I've always been sort of negative about myself. I never felt good enough doing whatever I love to do. And when I first started playing Overwatch, it was originally casual, but then I realized, like, I'm pretty damn good. I'm nowhere near the best, but I can work on it. Like, I was nailing some crazy shots back when I used to play DPS primarily, and it felt great because I was doing good. And then I had a feeling. I was like, as soon as I find a team as serious as me, as dedicated as I am to put in the work, I could probably take this game as far as I can possibly go. So the reason this is my main game is because of that feeling that I get when I'm playing it. When I do well, it's just an incredible experience, and having this team and the people on it, we just share the same attitude towards it, and it really improves the overall playstyle. The Windsor LAN was probably the best showing of what our team can do. The first day, we went completely undefeated in all of our matches. We only dropped one map in one of the series. And then the next day we had the finals, which I feel like it was a bit of an off day for our players, and we ended up coming in second place.
All right, so we're getting back into the game here by the looks of it. Waiting for our screen to come up here. All right, awesome. So the two teams are going to walk to the point. There's already a pick onto the Ana on the blue side. Here also goes down. Two early picks.
SetToDestroy not really going to have a whole lot to defend themselves without Matrix. But this is a really good hot map here. Matrix going to go for the Zenyatta.
Looks like the first cap is going to go over to the side of Potato Skins here.
The full arsenal with ults.
Hopefully they use them well and they don't just blow them all. Looks like we're going to definitely have a Gravis run coming in.
Deadeye sits the goal.
Deadeye doesn't get any picks. That's surprising me. I think the Diva must be there.
Okay. A few good picks coming out on the side of Potato Skins here. SetToDestroy not really getting anything out of their ults. They did use Graviton. Didn't get anyone there of like.
It's that darn jetpack that we all know and love.
1v1.
Oh,
Animal going really
barrage into the wall.
You know what I think?
The res on 3 people.
3 people res, nice. And one carry coming out to the Zenyatta, so they're not going to have any defensive ults here. They almost had Transcendence, but it looks like it's not going to happen. SetToDestroy looking to take this cap.
But once again, we're in the same situation that it seems like it's been all day, where Potato Skins just gets to that 99 percentile, and all they need to do at this point is just build up their ults, which they're already almost there. Every fight. Oh, coming up from Blessy onto the Deadeye gets nothing because the Diva eats it.
Nice Matrix by
fantastic Matrix.
Not really getting anything with the flashbang. A nice bubble from the
Looks like we're going to have a whole hog coming out here soon.
3 picks coming out.
Just don't even
really
need it.
Work on this hog.
Really don't even need it. I think Fear must have done something on the backside that we didn't see and just eliminated their backline, because I definitely thought that fight was a whole lot closer.
Jussie doing a lot of work on this hog.
He picked off their backline so much this round. It's unreal.
It was really looking like, I mean, they have the one GM on their team, Fear. We really thought it was just going to be a carry from Fear. Just going to carry his victory.
Everybody's going to play around it, but
looks like everyone's doing work on this team.
Looks like both hogs are looking to try and see if they can get somebody hooked off the edge here.
Death with a beautiful hook onto Jussie.
Oh, the 2 direct hits.
Wow.
Fair duel.
Matching with a nice return. The res coming out.
It's booped off by the Lucio.
Matching falling off the map. All right, so SetToDestroy is actually going to have a good hold here. They already win this fight. So it's really just sweeping it up from there and stall it out for a little bit. A little bit of time on their hands.
This looks like SetToDestroy is going to take this point from Fair. They look really good right now on this hold.
SetToDestroy Diva Bomb, no picks. Matron down, so they're not going to have McCree here.
Animal's just on their back line. Nobody's even contesting it.
Nobody. Oh my god. With the Zen down, they're not going to have any heals, no Discord.
It looks like a point is going to go over to SetToDestroy. SetToDestroy takes one.
Take the point off of finally taking the point off Potato Skins.
All right, well, by the looks of it, we're going to need to turn around, get a whole 3 points here.
Is this a reverse sweep? Is this where it starts?
From everything?
A reverse sweep this round just to go into the next 2 rounds and the next 2 matches rather, and reverse sweep that as well.
Hope you guys got your coffee. This might be a late night.
It could be an interesting series.
Reinhardt players should be aware of when hammer.
So there's Reinhardt actually on the side of Potato Skins. So they're going to be able to hide behind him and hopefully get a couple picks. Now Reinhardt's actually losing a lot out. He's going down pretty quick. They do take him out. So first pick goes over to SetToDestroy, and they have a bit of an advantage here.
Even picks, but the SetToDestroy side actually is down a healer. That's going to make it difficult for them to sustain this fight as much as the side of the Potato Skins. Due to the fact they still have a Zenyatta and a Mercia, but yet the SetToDestroy still takes the point. Shot off.
Here with the scatter shot. What a great Hanzo. He is a Hanzo main, so of course. The res coming out on blue side here. Zenyatta comes back up, and a return kills by Matron and
hits a headshot on, or no, he didn't hit a headshot, but he did take down that Pharah.
See through the dragon's eyes.
Oh!
That's
right out of spawn, Fear hits a great scatter. Oh, scatter's balanced, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Balanced ability.
It's an esport, they say.
Yeah. SetToDestroy is going to be walking in here. They're going to have res for this fight, and they also have Roadhog and the Barrage.
Oh,
the hook on Fear. Barrage comes in. They get, but in reality, the Roadhog. Oh, the 3-man res on everything, just cutting out those 2 ults. Gets the 1 pick on the soldier. They're up 2 on the fight, trying to get Diva out of mech. Rice comes in for the 3 res. That looks like that's got to be a win for SetToDestroy.
2 damage and their Discord.
Yeah, there's no way that they keep this point held.
Beautiful return by SetToDestroy. Honestly,
yeah,
that res
that
was
was
so
fantastic. That was good.
Enough bodies on the point to retake and a Discord with 2 damages.
Once again, we're back at that 99%. They can still hold off all those ults.
About 3 seconds, no hook on the side of SetToDestroy. They can look to go. They're pretty aggressive here.
Oh, double. Oh, no. There's 4 picks coming in for the Potato Skins team. SetToDestroy just falls down, and I don't think they're going to have much to do here. Diva looks like she's going to come and try and get a point touch, but it looks like this is just too late, and that's going to be the series going over to Potato Skins. And there we have it, folks. The Saints Gaming Live's champions here are the
Potato Skins.
Potato Skins, absolutely.
One of the big things was that for the group stages, we played on our own units, our own computers, and then we sort of had to adjust all of our comfort areas on a new computer with new monitors and such. So I feel like if we had more time to warm up on those computers, we probably could have placed much better. So we're currently working on a new roster. We're improving every day. We're practicing, finding better players, and hoping to get a roster that we'll stick with. Our team currently is working on becoming a top 50 team in NA, according to one of the websites we use to track our stats. The end goal, of course, being #1, but we'll work on that. So for the Xbox recording, when my mom drove me down there, we got to the rented out studio they were using, and the outside was a bit of a rundown building. And my mom looked at me and she goes, "I don't think I want to leave you down here by yourself." So she stayed with me until the producer, I believe, came and got me at the front door. She came with me up to the studio to double check everything. And she saw that once she saw it was legit, she went on her merry way. So it was really cool because that was actually my first time meeting another member of StDx when I met up with Rebello to record the video. And it was casual. I didn't expect it to be the way it was. People were, all the staff there, they were just sort of hanging out when we weren't recording. And it was a cool experience because they went over what we were talking about. There was no script. So we did a quick rundown. We did a few takes. And it went really well. Oh, without a doubt. Honestly, if Charlie were to try to hook me up with any event or situation like that, I'd be down because that was a great experience, and I know Charlie would hook up something just as great.
Hey Hey Xbox Live Gold members, it's time for Gold Rush. Here with a fast review of this month's Games with Gold are our friends Rebello and Azurix from SetToDestroyX.
Hey guys, this is StDx Azurix.
And this is StDx Rebello, and we're part of SetToDestroyX.
Today we're going to talk to you about this month's Games with Gold. First, we're starting off with Layers of Fear. This is a psychological horror that puts you in the shoes of an insane painter working to complete his masterpiece. Some of the best things about this game are its stunning visuals, its great storyline, and scares around every corner. Next is Borderlands 2. This is an awesome game Next is Borderlands 2. This game is known for its great dialogue and voice acting. You can play with your friends for hours, doing quests and loot. English. Some of the greatest things about this game are looting with your friends in multiplayer.
And next up is Evolve Ultimate Edition. If you need a new multiplayer that really tests your skills, then you have to play Evolve. You and your friends versus the monster. Try it out. Next up, we got Heavy Weapons. Oh, Heavy Weapon. Yeah. Heavy Weapon. And next up is Heavy Weapons. I didn't say weapons, man. I did? No way. And last up is Heavy Weapon. If you miss your old arcade style if you miss your old school classic side-scrolling arcade shooter, well, this is the one for you. We're talking 19 missions, 2 game modes, and countless enemies.
That's it for this month's Games with Gold. Make sure to check us out on Xbox Live because we love a challenge.
My name is Andrew Whittingham. I go by Rykar in-game. We are playing PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds. So far, obviously, I'm loving it. It's doing very well. The devs, I'm very, very impressed with showing that the support they're giving the community and really the direction the game is taking as a whole. I know this is going to be crazy to say, but this is my first Battle Royale game. I've been trying to break into the competitive scene for a while on first-person shooters. It's always been my go-to and what I feel like I'm best at. And I saw PUBG and I was like, a tactical game where it's last man survives. I've been waiting for that for a long, long time. Because I feel like more my strengths lie in being able to do that tactical approach rather than just a straight shooter like Call of Duty or Battlefield or something like that. And H1Z1, like I was looking at it and I was thinking about buying it a while back and trying to get into the scene. But I just thought that there was really no development on it. And they're just now starting to develop because they see that that PUBG is starting to take their crowd. We primarily play in the PUBG Online qualifiers. They're hosted over a whole month, and the players at the end of that month that earn the top 18 will go to the final tournament, which this is the first month that they've done something full. So I think we got up to about 5th place as our max. Right now we're sitting 10th. We've had a couple of rough weeks, but we're working on some stuff, and I feel like we played very well last week, so I'm looking forward to getting back up in those ranks. We got signed 2.5 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, so we're probably the newest team out there for SetToDestroyX. I love it, man. I love seeing the professionalism that you guys have and just how you guys have always looked out for each other, and you have so many things to offer people. It's crazy to me, and I can't believe how lucky I am. Really, I think it comes down to the game looks better. It plays better now as of the last patch. It's so smooth now. I'm running my FPS went from like 80 on average to 120, 140 now. So, and the devs are actually, like I said, they're actually listening to their community, developing what the community wants, and not just being stagnant. And it's not. And I feel like H1, they wanted to milk that as a cash cow as long as they could, rather than really develop the game. Obviously, we aim to be the best. We have a lot of work to do, some things we need to work out, but I'm very confident in the team that we have and the people that I'm working with. So I believe that we can get it done. We can be, top teams in the nation, if not the world. I just want to say how happy I am to be with SetToDestroyX, and I'm looking forward to the future and seeing what it holds for us.
Go as slow as you can. We got a squad with us. We got multiple squads with us. Multiple squads. 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, Waterworld.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Already there.
I didn't get the fucking extra
Trolls did.
Coming down that slow me.
Yeah, we got 2 teams for us. We have a boat here if we need to leave.
Come on, you couldn't put me on the fucking balcony.
Yeah, this is gonna be crazy, actually. Have any airstrip?
Do you guys want me to run across the street and see if there's a car?
No, that's pretty sure you might have already gone there.
Okay, we're down to the minute.
You wanna go here? Green? Right now? Might already be people there.
Oh, okay, well at this point we can assume everything is good.
Yep, let's start moving. Let's go south.
Now.
I was gonna say we might want to edge camp because chances are whatever squads are here are probably moving up into here, and we're just gonna run straight into them, like almost guaranteed.
No cover on our right. Watch our left side, guys. No one's watching us besides me right now.
In the buildings, to our southeast.
Hold here, hold here, hold here.
Right car, watch your left of me.
Take wizard. Take wizard.
That wizard tower.
Oh,
Take
shot straight above us, northeast.
Hail Mary.
It unloaded all my guns. I can't shoot.
Cover.
You might have to drop your guns once you get into it.
First floor with you, shoulder go. Shots at us. We're looking
I can watch like
The houses are smoking.
We're good. We don't even have to shoot here until we're threatened.
Yeah, that's another group pushing up on him, I think. Behind the UAZ.
Nice, they're down.
Where we came from? 60. My car. See what? Another squad.
He died.
Another squad. They're getting shot at by another squad.
I see a guy. 105.
Watching the guy on the hill.
On the hill, I can't see us.
Nice job, Rick Car.
Shack 80. Shack 80.
Fuck! I hit him 3 times. I think we wait this out. Let's start moving.
Gotta go now.
Check. Crevice that. Yeah, crevice that right side.
Behind us.
Yep, that
Right
top of the
side,
hill.
we're not gonna be pushing up the hill.
Shit, I got hit.
Got one.
Knocked one out.
Go for this shit shack. Sit for cover.
Straight north.
Got one knocked out.
15.
Tree, 15, or whatever. Cover me. Thank you. Oh, you took my kill, but I'm not even mad. Covered me. Tree in front of you. Controls.
In the field north.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
I had the super play. All 3 of them were behind that tree, and I fucking hit all of them while they were running.
Let's go!
That was smooth as shit.
I just kicked over my trash can. But yes!
Alright, my full name is Laura Kochhoff and my gamer tag is XBLXFKSchool. I play Halo 5. I think 2 years now. I just started with Halo 3 2 years ago. I'm not sure because there's so many good girls who could easily compete in the HCS, and the thing is, I just wrote a few days ago the FPL is expanding with the Pro ETL or something, even with small problems in the start, but it was a great league. I think they can go far. Oh yeah, so as we qualified, we were pretty happy, but then it started with Honor who left, then Tiff left because of her hand, and then the chaos began. Yeah, we did good at the beginning when we qualified, but then everything went a bit chaotic. We had some big issues with the team, and yeah, the practice wasn't on point. I was ready, like, girls, we need to practice more, and sometimes it seems for me, Ski and me were the only one who practiced, and the team got better slowly, so... Oh yeah, during the games I was pretty pissed, to be honest, because so demotivation to lose every single game. I'm not proud of it, and I'm a little bit ashamed what happened, because that we did not good for SetToDestroy, and I was like, I want to make Charlie proud so bad, and no, to be honest, no. The call-outs were on point. It got better for me while during the play. Sometimes my English got better, even if I struggle sometimes still a bit. I try to improve it with some English apps and all the stuff. So we understand this really fine. I started thinking about joining the FPL. It was clear for me that I have to speak English, so everything was good. I'm really happy that I'm still in SetToDestroy. I thought after we did so bad in the FPL, we get all dropped. And then I got the message, we want you to keep as a streamer, and I was like, yeah, happy peeps. And I couldn't be happier. It's a great organization with great people, much support, really awesome. I couldn't even imagine as a German that I'm allowed to stay, but it happened.
One shot down to P1, bottom mid. There you go, nice. I'm gonna grab sword. Yep, you got one more. Stay alive here. We're not gonna this one. Yep, they're gonna be spawned right behind you. I can help bottom mid. You got one bottom mid, you got one coming right in front of you. There you go, get it in. I got it behind you, Alex. I got it. Alright, don't push down mid.
Oh, good job, let's go.
It's a good pull, keep going. I'm with you, see, I'm with you. Don't push up in front of you. They come from cross. Yep, that's fine, I'm here.
Good pull, keep it going. Make sure we get a cut. The card cut.
There you go, nice. They're dead. Yeah, Ski, if you can just throw it up top mid, I'm here right behind you.
I'm with you, Ski.
I'm here with you.
Alright, that's 3 dead, let's go.
Got the kill.
Okay, we are dead.
I'm gonna die.
Pressure on him.
Yeah, Tip, just unlucky. Yeah, they're gonna get the read. That's alright, we'll set up for the next one.
Play your shield.
Hey, one on blind, she's one shot. Good read. Alright. That's 3 down, let's see if we can push up. Yes, Laura, watch blind.
Two dead here, careful. Yes, we got one.
You're good. There you go, get it in.
Watch card cuts.
I'm dead. She's one shot. There you go. Nice, get her done. You got one more on you. Fuck yeah, there we go. Nice.
Yes, let's go. Alright, let's go, ladies.
Yeah, you got one shot. You got one at LR.
Cable 49.
There you go, nice. You got one at LR pushing. There you go, nice. There's 2. Alright. Yep, I'm coming. Just stay in there. I'm looking. Alright, we got 2 down. Drop bottom mid.
One attack.
She's one shot. Dead. Yep, we need bodies bottom mid. Yep. Got one at Ness. She's one shot Ness. There's 2 Ness. They're both weak. There's one more up there. Hey, we can grab Ness right now. We got numbers. There you go, nice. We got one at LR, one sitting bottom mid. I need help bottom mid. Nice. Well done. One shot. You got one at Taxi. She's dead. Nice. That's 2 down.
Let's go.
Just try to stay alive. I'm putting shots down. Yep, challenge. There you go. There's 1.
I spawned a cafe.
There's 2. There's 3. Let's grab this. Don't let him get. Somebody help Laura bottom mid.
Better help on mid.
Yep, we're coming bottom mid. Coming bottom mid.
Oh my god.
Let's go. Here, we just need to hold out. There's 1. She's one shot. Boom. There you go. Fucking go. Let's go.
Oh my god.
Yeah. That's what
Oh my god. Fucking go.
My name is Richard Galindo, and my gamer tag is Mercy. I'm the captain and damage role player for the team. Paladins is a free-to-play first-person shooter. The game is very community-driven. Like Hi-Res Studios, the creator of Paladins, has always been that. You know, they're always there for the community, which is great. I think that is something that I believe is unique to the game itself. A problem that maybe is brought that can be improved is maybe negativity in the community. I know sometimes people can be negative on social media or whatever it may be, and maybe overall, we competed in the online open bracket for DreamHack Valencia, and we got second place every week in that. It was going on for 5 weeks. Going into it, we knew we had to be the best we possibly could be. So we did everything from like going into like custom games, going over maps as teams, making sure we had callouts down, just making sure we could do anything to the best of our ability to make sure we did our best possible.
Hello and welcome then, champions, to Game 1 of this Best of 5 Grand Finals set for the Paladins Console Wars North America Xbox Grand Finals week number 5. And so far, First Blood has gone through to Yuki, as Ying is able to pick that up, actually. Focusing lanes coming off good there. Also, Skeppy around the backside answers back, finds a double kill. No, stolen away by Wonderful. But a lot of damage off the back of this Tyra so far, just chewing through their opponents.
Then once the retreat starts to come out as the shield falls, the repulsor field gets activated, and that will keep Fernando away from the damage. So really kind of a good tag team duo up front, and that's going to be a big cause for concern for the boys of SetToDestroy.
But Wonderful with the Hexafire capitalizes on convergence to pick up a double kill, avoids and swings out the way to miss the reversal. A cursed arm coming through from Andrew in the skies, but Mercy gets shut down and burned to a crisp as Whoosh returns to the fight. Dice, the last one left contesting, has already burned through their assert dominance. It's a stagger as Strictly Business have reached 99%. Barrack returns, turret and shield down, but it's just not enough. Nobody can close the gap. Overtime is ticking. Strictly Business with the Immortal online gain victory and advance 4-2 with the first win of today. Take down this aerial monster. Yingbot gets a big flank off on the backside of the fight though, picks up First Blood, looks for damage on the Drogas as well, has to be very careful with his combustible fire spits, throws out a huge grenade into the backline, picks up a second kill on the Barrack. This is massive for SetToDestroyX, but a couple of kills going the way of Strictly Business mean that this carnage could continue. No, Yingbot finds the double-double. Their carry for the side of SetToDestroyX going off big to kick this game through. Though the ceiling goes out in combination with Barrage to try and break this one up. Massive damage comes through with the Barrack as well, and the Ruckus and Repulsor Field keeps everybody alive as the objective is converged upon. 99% to Strictly Business, 96 and now 99% to SetToDestroyX. The objective captured by the blue team. The Underdogs come through. There just isn't enough wrecker on SetToDestroyX to be able to break through it, so Strictly Business might be in for pulling off the same tactic. SetToDestroyX are trying to get towards the objective. Convergence comes through, the shield blocks everybody besides Ash, and she's able to get out of dodge thanks to her damage reduction coming through, and now is ready to fight. Skeppy goes to the backline, activates the crossfire, already found a double kill, trying to find the triple kill. Into the air is Willow as well, they're looking for the damage onto them. Yuki's going to be able to get a heal off onto them, but there's so much cauterize coming through from this, this Tyra, that they're going to throw out the firebomb now and continue to damage Mercy. So much to deal with on the side of SetToDestroyX. They find no ground here, and it's 84% already for Strictly Business.
An attempt was made. That's how this game is likely going to finish for the side of SetToDestroyX. They got the convergence off, they channeled the Hexafire, but the shields were, like you mentioned, just previous to it too much.
Champions of the realm. Game number 3 between Strictly Business and SetToDestroyX on your screens right now onto the sunny shores of Frog Isle.
Yeah, and he thought he was dangerous on Tyra, put this guy in the hands of a victor. It's a totally new ballgame, although Dice is able to capitalize with one of those big cannon shots to close out the kill. That being said, though, this frontliner's also falling low, and again, SetToDestroyX looking good.
Target prioritization as well as Skeppy goes down, and nice area denial from Tyra's firebomb on the objective, making it very difficult for anybody to move in. Overtime has elapsed. SetDestroy gained the first capture of this game 3.
Yeah, and they tried to pull the Hexafire Wombo combo out once again. Not fully succeeded, but only marginally. 2 ultimates to find 1 kill. Not exactly the best effectiveness. He can't find the double kill by himself with that little floating fadeaway Spitfire shot from a distance. Immediately after hitting the big Dragon Punch, Skeppy finds 2 of his own, and now zoning out the rest. It will result in Strictly Business finding themselves a point capture, now up 2-1.
Dragon Punch used, coming through, trying to find the Ash, does manage to get the damage off. Hexafire activated by Ruckus as well, but immobile and in a lot of danger, they do fall. Payload rolling, 3-1 are Strictly Business. Push successful, SetToDestroyX once again on the back foot. 62% for SetToDestroyX, they've got to find a way back in, but everybody's so healthy for Strictly Business. The red team set to defend here. The fire spits knocking everybody around from SetToDestroyX. Somebody's got to make their way in. It will be Dice, but they've lost their support.
And they've lost a lot of their health as well. They'll assert dominance coming out in a really good channel in the crossfire as well. Can this be enough to chew down the support? No, it will not. Shu does fall to the dice, but there's just so much damage up the table with both Skeppy and K came at full HP. They're kind of juggling through this ruckus, and the barrage to capitalize. Extra punishment and possibly a nail in the coffin. Yuki's going to give it a go, but not able to get the shadow travel off. And Strictly Business for 5 weeks in a row will hold themselves on top of the scoreboards and secure for sure their place in Valencia.
They were a tough opponent. I mean, obviously, we got second. We played them in finals every week for the 5 weeks that we did play them, and they're a tough opponent. Like, they have a game plan. You know, we had a game plan as well. Theirs worked better than ours. We tried. We knew what they wanted, so we tried to take that away from them. We tried our best. We probably could have prepared a little better. They have experience from a different game, Overwatch. They've been playing that for about a year or so, maybe more, since the game has been released. So I know them as a team, they came from that game, and you know, it gave them maybe like a little boost. They had to do some few minor adjustments to the game, or even major adjustments, I don't know. But they do put the hard work into it, and at the end of the day, they were just the better team this time. Yeah, my personal goal for the team is to just improve as a player. I do believe I am a great player. I mean, I am a part of the second place team currently, based off rankings, and that's great, but I know that there's a lot more I can do to become a better player. So I am working every day to try to improve my gameplay, whether that be in the game itself or communication, or both. And for the team goals is to just keep up what we're doing, but do it better. There's major game changes happening right now. There are changing things in the game, so we are doing everything we can to stay up to date and try to get an edge on every other team. The only thing I want to add is maybe if there's anybody in the console Paladins community to participate in these community ran tournaments. I mean, they're there for the community. It's important. If there's only like 2 or 3 teams participating in these, it can drastically hurt the community. So participating in them, just playing in them, just showing support for the game itself could be huge.
Hello everyone, my name is Jordan. I go by the in-game name of Aaron, and I play Crossfire. So a lot of people don't know, Crossfire is actually the biggest played, most users, concurrent and ever on any FPS through the PC and even console including. A lot of people don't know about this game is that it's really big in Asian countries. Before, even in 2010 when I started playing as a kid, it was really big in North America and Europe, but a lot of the people here and the developers got really into these, high-tech, better graphical games, whether it be CSGO, League of Legends, just these games that have better graphics. And Crossfire got dropped off a lot in the North American, Europe scene. But even today, they're coming back. They're helping a lot. Like I said before, biggest grossing game in the world. In 2014, they grossed over $1 billion, more than League of Legends. I was even surprised. And yeah, the game is getting larger and larger. The developer Tencent also owns, a huge share in League of Legends. So they're really focusing on this, global aspect. And I really would want anyone watching this to check it out. It's a great game. It's mechanics are very simple, and maybe the graphics are a bit lackluster, but at the end of the day, the competitive aspect is still there. So the Raiders LAN Toronto was one of the first get-together LANs that they were hosted in Toronto. Before they had 1 or 2 that were pretty big, Frost Gaming LAN in 2012, and as well as other get-togethers. But this was kind of like the GMs putting their foot on the ground and saying, we want to gauge the interest. We want to see what's going on in the scene in Toronto. So to my surprise, when we got there, there was 12 to 13 teams there, which is not bad for the late notice that the admins gave us. Unfortunately, the team couldn't go out because of scheduling errors, and it's in Toronto, so quite far for a lot of people. So me and my teammate Andrew, also known as Rec, went, and it was really fun, seeing not only some of the competitors that were online, but a lot of these young people. They're very young children or kids, I would say, 14, 15, and just like I was before, they were just there to not win, but to learn and to really develop. And that was just a one-day thing. All the GMs were there, which is great. Very nice by Z8 Games there. all the GMs were there, some mods were there as well. We were able to learn a lot from each other and how we can improve the scene. And ultimately, it came close to the finals, but me and Andrew were able to win first place there. So it was a great learning experience, and I hope they do more of those in Toronto.
All right, what's up, guys? We are here and ready to go with our final for the day. I definitely think this is going to be a map that's going to come down to this lane control from 6C. If he can do it as he did on Ankara earlier, could be a difficult task ahead, but it looks like they're not going to give him an opportunity to play the long lane. It's going to be Echo 8. They're already storming into the B-bomb site, right? With both looking for kills, but 6C, he's already rotated. He takes down one. Aaron comes in for the trade, but 6C goes down to Superwoman, and now Aaron gets another through the box, and that's going to be a triple kill. Things just looking terrible to start this one off the defense. They had a great start on that initial hit, but Aaron is definitely come here to win today one. Now we have 6C picking off Aaron as well. That's going to be the heavy fraggers off the table now. It's going to be up to Henry, better make something happen, which he does. He takes down 2 players. It's going to be Stupid getting one as well, and just like that, the 3v5 is turned into a 3-on-2. Zeros is going to have to come up huge in order to grab this 4th round. He does manage to get a nice kill there through the double stack, but just 17 HP is going to be caught in a crossfire here. Henry will be the one to take him down with his 3rd kill of the round. He's already down, and it's left to a 1v4 from Rek. It's looking like overtime could be a very real possibility here, unless Rek comes out with something huge here. But Rek, he's gonna miss the shot. We're going into overtime here. And if you don't know how overtime works in Crossfire, it is 3-round halves, and it's gonna be 1st to 4, so 6 rounds in total. The first team to grab 4 rounds will be your winners. If no team grabs 4 rounds, they'll be tied at 3 to 3, and we will go into what's called the golden round, which is 1 round to decide everything, which is potentially a situation we could find ourselves in here. And what a way to end a LAN event that would be. And now it is going to be a quick contest here on Cat. Hay, though, does manage to get 2 before going down. It's up to 6C, though. He's got 2 players to fight here. Rek, though, he's going to spot him, and 6C is not ready for that, and it's going to be a 1v1 now. Zeros versus Rek for a very, very big round. This would be match point back on the table for Echo 8. He does finally decide to go around and check his back at the perfect time. He spots Rek, and now both players know exactly where the other is, and it's going to be pure aim at this point to decide who comes out on top. The victor. Zeus, he misses the shot, and he has the flashbang, though. It's going to be brilliantly timed, along with the headshot there, and that is a huge round 1 to keep things alive. And now here we have it. The initial engage goes the way of Echo 8 as well, and this could be it here. Superwoman starts it off with a nice 2K there, taking down both Nana and Hay, 2 very, very strong players to have taken out so early. It's going to leave it up to a 3v4 to keep things alive here. It's 6C, Zeros, and Barrett. We'll see if they can make it happen. They're going to go for the commitment here over towards B, but they have to be ready. Aaron, he's going to go for this peek from window. Aaron, though, he's ready to try and stall the planter. He kills the planter. That's a huge entry advantage. This could be it here, guys. It's going to be 6C and Zeros trying to keep it alive. They take down 1. It here, Zeros goes down. It's up to 6C. We've seen him do it once, but this is going to be his moment to shine. He's not going to make it happen, but no, Henry comes in for the win, and that will be it, guys. Echo 8, they take it in overtime here. A very, very strong match from both of these teams, though. 13-10 going to be our final score.
Ever since 2012, when the game was picking up really fast pace. In 2012, Hammer Time, the American team came 2nd, and my really good friends I used to play for, Lifeline, became 4th in the world that year. And it was an outstanding statement in 2012, saying, North America, we're number 2, we're number 4, and that was when Crossfire slept a bit. And ever since then, there's been a lot of talk about, how can we really step forward the scene? How can we push forward? And there's a lot of great points made, and obviously this can't be done overnight. But one of the biggest things that we need to do, and it's talked about a lot, is have a pro league. And that's exactly what they did. And the first step was done right now. We're starting July 1st with pro league. But the next step after this pro league is streaming it, getting people out there, getting people knowing about the game, making it mandatory to stream the games, whether it be through one channel or through this channel. But ultimately spreading the news wide. And once we reach that step of this game is big, people know this game is big, then be welcoming. A lot of communities in the scene, especially some competitive games, are not welcoming. People come in, they're like, oh, this noob. But how can the game get bigger? How can the game be more fun if there's no noobs or newer players, I would say? it has to be a mix of both. And then when people know about this game, we should be really welcoming, introduce them to the rule set. But also, one thing the game moderators I would suggest to do in Crossfire is make a channel where it's only for pros. So competitive or pros, so people can know that they're entering this competitive scene. We have to follow these rules, because right now it's very if you know where it is, then you go there, but it's not very welcoming to new players. And I think that's the biggest difference, because as the community grows, everything's better. You talk to more people, it's a better time. There's more prize pool in the scene. There should be no reason to not welcome new players. And that's something that a lot of people have been messaging me and my teammates for lessons and for just insight. And we're always open. We have our social media platforms. We're always open to help everyone. I don't see a reason why not. But if you're asking for my in-depth strategies, I probably can't tell you those. But other than that, the community has to come together and be more welcoming. So yeah, we I was talking to a lot of the guys on the team, and we're ready, and we want everyone to challenge us. So if you guys ever see us in game, or you just want to send us a message through our social media platforms, just let us know. You see something that you think we could improve on, let us know. But ultimately, we're ready for the challenge, and bring it on.